Okay. You breathe.
So, what if we told you there are a few things Season 5 absolutely needs to wrap up before it dives into spin-off territory? First off, Wheezy and Rose are definitely coming back for Season 5. Also, expect the Pogues to face at least one more big loss. Whether it's Rafe, Cleo, or Kiara, someone's not making it. And here's a big one. Season 5 will probably focus on the Pogues' missing moms, with the show potentially finally revealing what happened to John B's mom. We could even get a wild twist where John B and Sarah are telling their story to their kid, which would bring everything full circle. So let's grab a drink and just dive into everything we know about Season 5's finale and what's coming next in the Outer Banks universe. Let's kick things off with what we know about the future of our Outer Banks as it heads into its final season. As you might have heard, the action-packed YA series is wrapping up with Season 5, but that doesn't mean we've seen the last of the Pogues. In an interview with Deadline, the creators of the show, Jonas Pate, Josh Pate, and Shannon Burke, teased that while Season 5 will be the end of this chapter, they're already thinking about potential spin-offs and other stories in the OBX universe. They didn't go into specifics, but it sounds like there's plenty more to come. While no spin-off projects are confirmed yet, it wouldn't be surprising if Netflix wants to keep the Outer Banks vibe going, just like they've done with other hit shows like Stranger Things and Bridgerton. And Netflix isn't just thinking about spin-offs, they're already expanding the OBX brand in other ways. We've got the Outer Banks mobile game, Stories Outer Banks, and the fan-favorite Poguelandia Music Festival. Plus, there are licensing deals with brands like PacSun, Lottie London, and Bird for OBX merchandise. All this shows just how big the series has gotten. Outer Banks has spent 28 weeks in the global top 10 TV list. That said, as Outer Banks heads into its final season, there's a lot riding on the reunion of the Cameron family, especially with Sarah and Rafe working on mending their relationship. In Season 5, we'll likely see them make an effort to bring Wheezy back into their lives. Both Sarah and Rafe have talked about honoring their father, Ward's wishes, and keeping the family together, which becomes even more important with Sarah's pregnancy and the weddings that seem to be in the works, John B and Sarah plus Rafe and Sophia. Wheezy and Rose's absence in Seasons 3 and 4 hasn't gone unnoticed, sparking petitions for Season 5 to address the missing character, Wheezy. While it once seemed unlikely that they'd return, Sarah and Rafe's recent efforts to focus on family give fans hope that the Camerons will reunite by the series' end. It's more probable that Wheezy's role in Season 5 will be about reconnecting with her siblings and perhaps sharing in the spoils from Ward's royal merchant treasure, rather than playing a larger ongoing part in the plot. As we head into the final season of Outer Banks, it's clear that we can expect at least one more major loss for the Pogues. The series has built a reputation for killing off important characters, and Season 5 will likely follow that trend. Previous seasons have already taken the lives of characters like Sheriff Peterkin, Ward twice, Big John, and more recently Terrence and JJ. With Season 4 being the deadliest yet, the stakes are higher than ever for the Pogues as they face off against their most dangerous enemies. While John B, Sarah, and Pope seem relatively safe due to their larger character arcs, their deaths could still serve as a noble sacrifice. But the real uncertainty lies with Rafe, Cleo, and Kiara. Rafe's possible redemption arc could lead him to sacrificing himself to protect Sarah and her baby.
Sarah! You okay? You okay?
While Cleo and Kiara, both of whom have already lost so much, might go to extreme lengths in the dangerous quest ahead, leading to tragic outcomes. Another major death would be heartbreaking, but it would stay true to the series' bittersweet tone. And before Outer Banks wraps up, there's one big question that needs to be answered: the missing moms of the Pogues. For years, the show has focused on troubled fathers while leaving the mother stories largely unexplored. That changed with the surprising introduction of Larissa Jenrette in Season 4, but her death didn't quite give us the closure fans were hoping for. Season 5, however, might be the time to finally dive into the mystery of the missing moms. John B's mom, in particular, has been a huge question mark, sparking theories all throughout the series. And then there's Sarah and Rafe's biological mom, whose fate remains unclear. With Sarah's pregnancy being a central plot point in the final season, the creators have been tight-lipped about whether the moms will play a role, but given how much emphasis is being placed on family relationships in Season 5, it's a perfect opportunity to reveal the truth, whether the mothers are alive or dead. This could not only bring the series full circle, but also shake things up, leaving fans on the edge of their seats as the show heads toward its end. That said, there's a growing theory that the ending of Outer Banks will come full circle with John B and Sarah telling their adventures to their child. Since Sarah's pregnancy was revealed, fans have been speculating that the show will end with a flash forward, showing the couple looking back on their wild journey. While Season 4 took a step back from focusing on John B and Sarah to give JJ's character arc more attention, the story still hints at a happy ending for the pair, with a wedding and possibly a child involved, setting the stage for a bittersweet epilogue. The idea of a final scene where John B and Sarah narrate their story to their kid feels like a perfect ending, especially considering how John B's narration has been a key part of the show. It would be a nice nod to the Uncharted games, where Nate and Elena share their past with their child in a similar fashion. Plus, since Sarah has also narrated her perspective in the series, it seems fitting that she'd get the chance to tell their side of the story too. This approach could also set up a possible Outer Banks spin-off with their child picking up the adventure baton. One of the wildest theories for Outer Banks Season 5 suggests that the Pogues might use the Blue Crown's wish to bring JJ back. The Blue Crown...
So, you might be wondering, what happens after you find the lost city of El Dorado and you're stranded with a sack full of gold? Let me catch you up.
The Blue Crown, a powerful artifact with a dark history, has sparked wars and bloodshed, and now it's being linked to a potential miracle that could bring JJ back to life after his tragic death. The idea is that Rudy Panko's public farewell to the show could be a distraction, setting up a shocking return for JJ in the final season. If Outer Banks Season 5 were to embrace magic, bringing JJ back this way would definitely be a dramatic twist. However, while this would likely generate a lot of excitement among fans, it would be a huge leap for the show's universe. Although the Pogues have encountered supernatural elements during their adventures, they've always been debunked. Season 3 shut down the Healing Shroud theory, and Groff confirmed that Wes Jenrette wasn't cursed. Still, if Season 5 were to finally bring magic into the mix, the return of JJ via the Blue Crown could be the perfect way to wrap up his story. And that's that for today's video. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one.